Hey guys, ILene Vick here for Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. It is Monday, November 22nd at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and I am live. Welcome, welcome, welcome to my group. Good to see everybody. Come on in, sit right down. Baby, let your hair hang down. We are trying this again. Facebook does this to us once in a while. There you go. Hi, Maggie. All right. Hey Wanda, hello. Good to see everybody. I've got quite a bit planned this evening. So come on in. Zoom in. There we go. Zoom out. Zoom out. Hello, Julie. We had a little oopsie when I first started, so I had to So come on in, everybody. Oh, yay. So Maggie says, Larry, help me do the dishes so I could be on time tonight. Excellent, excellent, excellent. All right, we've got a lot going on, so I'm going to start right in. There we go. Found me again, says Julie. Whee! All right, several things going. First of all, don't forget Dawn's contest ends this weekend, 12 midnight on Sunday. Welcome back, Laura. So we've got that contest going on. That's item number one. Item number two, I will be coloring this picture. I've told you that I've changed up the format a little bit of my group. That way we can do some color alongs, which is the big thing. And hi, Rita. And don't forget also, I've got Johanna Basford's 30 Days of Creativity. So I will be starting that. So get your books out. I've made a copy of my page. But first and foremost, as I quit coughing here, I want to introduce you guys to a really nice young lady that I met, and her name is, drum roll, Laura Kilgore. And Laura, as soon as I get the shine off of these books, shine on, harvest moon. There we go. Laura is the author of some beautiful Grayscale books. Now, I'm going to be doing Johanna Basford shortly, but I wanted you guys to meet Laura. She is live with us tonight. And I will be showing her books, and I will be having her in for a duet coloring. So I'm going to show you these books. I just got them today. I'm super excited about them. Laura, which is your favorite book? I know that's going to put you on the spot. We've got Angel Girl, and I've got Wine Time Anytime. So let's pick, I don't know. Let me do Angel Girl first. Now, I have put, let's see here. Okay, I will turn the birds down. Oh, Laura says she loves her angel book. Okay. So I'm going to show you, these are books that Laura is putting out. Now, Laura is an independent author of these books. She was with Life Escapes, and she is now putting out her own books, which I want to show you. Okay, guys, I turned down the birds. Let me double check something else here. There we go. We got her. So these are Grayscale coloring books. The front of it says compiled by Laura Kilgore, and I've got her books put on in our group under our affiliate list, so if you get super excited, then you can see those. And then when I get done going through these books, I will be doing Johanna Basford. And that Johanna Basford is going to be an everyday thing, and I'm going to be putting my own little twist on it as applicable. Alright, so let me flip through. So Laura's got a coloring team that worked with her to do this. Let me catch up just a little bit. Zoom out. There we go. Okay, I've got to turn way down. Let me know if that's any better. I've invited Laura to come in, and I want you to meet her. She's got 42 books out now that she says. So I'm going to flip through. She sent me these books, and I just want to show you this. And then we'll be doing Johanna Basford. But these are beautiful, beautiful images. And what Laura and I are going to be doing is on one of these images, I'm going to show you both books. Tell us a little bit about your coloring team. And if you have any questions for Laura, please ask her. But meanwhile, take a look at this. She's got some really terrific images. So you'll have to see what you think of them. And I'm going to be flipping through real quick 2 of her books. And you can get an idea of her work. Beautiful stuff. And she's got some images that are, this almost looks like that this was a painting. Laura, you'll have to let me know on this one, for example. And then we've got fantasy art. So she says she's got a team from all over the world. I only asked for a few pictures. They have gone above and beyond. And I'll show you some of the images that they've done for her. But this gives you, I love this one. This gives you a general idea of her style. And what I love is the mix of images like this with the other images that we saw. Each page has an identifier in the lower right hand corner, It says Angel Girl by Laura Kilgore. And we've got everything from mundane picture, which is great, to the saucy. Yeah, that one picture is not a painting, okay? And can you imagine how beautiful this would be to color? Now, Laura's images are very clear, they're very sharp, they are very well defined, which I really like in books. Look at this one, guys, for a fantasy. Now, you've seen how I've colored some of this stuff. We could really play with the display of color that's coming up from the bottom here. Okay, I will pop them off. There we go. The sound seems to be a little bit elevated this evening, and I don't know why. But hey, we'll work her out. And no apologies necessary. Which picture are we talking about, Laura? This picture here? This one is an absolute gorgeous picture. And then we've got line art. So there's a really beautiful mix. And we just did an Albrecht Dürer. We could do something like this. Oh no, back one more, you believe? Okay, let me pop back. Hold on, let me sit tight here. La-da-dum, la-da-dum. So we had that one. So it wasn't this one, it was, which one? This one? If you can describe the picture to me. Okay, this one here. Yeah. Okay. So Laura, yeah, Angel Girl. That's what we got. Isn't that beautiful? Did I hit the right one, Laura? And don't forget, we'll be doing Johanna Basford very shortly. The angel with the wings that is darker. Is it this one? Laura's picking out her best picture. I love this one. I think this is drop dead gorgeous. Nope, no, back one. Okay. Oh, this one here. There we go. Gorgeous, gorgeous images, guys. Isn't that fantastic? They're all beautiful. Alright, so this is the one. So this is a good description of the book, actually. Oh man, I could just see the beautiful colors on this one. Alright, so let me continue flipping through, and then we'll be doing Johanna Basford. Here's a little cutie girl. And you guys know that I've been teaching you Grayscale. Let me break the background. Hold on. There we go. Gotta break the binding. Beautiful images, guys. So Laura says that she mixed up her books with the style of different images. So Laura, let's talk about your background a little bit. Look at this one. How long have you been doing artwork, photography, images? Oh, love this one. And we can do a really nice background here on this one. So Laura says she likes to mix up her books with a style of different images. We've got a little nymph angel. And if you have any questions for Laura, please ask her. And again, she'll be coming back and we're going to be doing a duet coloring. So I wanted you to meet her. So she's been doing photography for about 10 years. Okay. And she's incorporating them in her images. Look at this one. Oh, I love this classical style. I mean, how can you not like these? So we've got all sorts of style for everybody. And I really like the way that Laura has put together her grayscale. Look at that. Oh. TSC, too stinking cute. Now, I just did John Wayne for you in grayscale. Oh, look at that one. Wow. Now, when I find a good set of books, guys, I am really hyped up to tell you about them. Laura, what are the titles of your first 3 books? That's fantastic. And I've got, oh, and I love, love, love this style. Maddie, look at this one. I think Maddie would go nuts for this one. So I'm going to give you information on how to look up Laura's books. Isn't that great, Maddie? I love the style. Beautiful books. La-da-da-dum. And again, I love the crispness of the pictures. Now, even the ones that are soft, the picture, they can be crisp. And yes, there are a lot of pages to this book. Let's see if it says on the front. No, how many pages are in this book? I didn't do a count. So Laura says Wild Safari, Majestic Grand Canyon, and Precious Butterflies are books that are images that she took the photographs for. Gotcha. So depending on if you're into fantasy type thing. And Laura, I'm going to be giving this information, but where can people get your books? 48 pages in this book. Very generous. I love it when an artist is generous with their pages. Oh, look at this one. Little cutie girl. Wanda says she's got the butterfly book. Okay, cool. An angel in a box. That's interesting. You know, this reminds me of Victoria's Secret. This is, well, she's got a camisole on, but I could see this with gold glitter. Yeah, I've got the ballerina book. So guys, I really can recommend Laura. And don't forget, we will be getting into Johanna Basford very shortly. Hi, Kaz. So all sorts of styles on this one. The affiliate link, if you get excited about these books, the affiliate link is on the group, and on the affiliate list. But I wanted you to meet Laura. Kaz from Australia, I'm glad you could make it. Oh, here's one that Rhonda could do. This is like a night, you know. Remember when she did the nights on the Life Escapes? I could see some interesting colorings on this one too. Ooh wee! So Laura, it looks like the back of the book is more with the fantasy stuff. Is that right, Laura? Love this one. Beautiful, beautiful books. And again, Laura, I really love how you tweak these pictures. They're nice and clear. Okay, so blank page for coloring test. Okay, now I'm going to take a minute just to show you some of these books that she's got. Zoom in. Zoom in. So Laura's got her group. Follow me on Amazon. You can follow her on Amazon. And what you can do is just do your screenshot of this if you want, so that you've got it. But I want to show you the books that Laura's got here. Let's see. I've seen Autumn. That looks beautiful. I have Christmas Traditions. Let's see what I have. I've got Tile Art. Hold on. Let me get over here. I've got Tile Art. Zoom in. I've got Ballerina from hers. Life Escapes had a Welcome Jenny Johnson Brownlee. I've got Ballerina. Don't forget, I will be doing Johanna Basford very shortly. I've got Valentine's. Let's see what else. So these are all books that she's done. And guys, I mean, look at the talent. I really want you guys to see this. You guys know that I love to promote artists. Let's see, Cowboys and Cowgirls, don't have that. Warriors, excuse me for moving. Warriors, Doggy Smiles, that's cute. Didn't get that though. Oh, and I've got Tea O'Clock. That's really cute too. Hi, Cindy. And let's see. So these are books. Let me see if there's another page of this. No. And you can join her group on Facebook. You can see. Zoom out. She's got a Facebook group, Vivid Coloring. Zoom out. She's also got the digital downloads on an Etsy shop. And she's got the PDF digital download on her site. So lots of ways to get this stuff. Okay, so this is Angel Girl. And here's this one image that was done by one of her colorists. Let's see if I can read this. Leona Disprose, Disprose. A little hard to read. Here's the one that I'm in love with. So Laura says she's working on a local wildlife park and she'll be doing a book. Yay! All right, zoom out. And we will be getting to Johanna Basford. So these are some of the images on the back of the book that you can see that she's been colored, have been colored by her coloring team. Beautiful, beautiful pieces, guys. Okay, and again, Laura is coming into our fold as one of the artists that we work with. So we'd like to do that. All right, wine time, anytime. One more quick flip through with this. Again, this is Laura's book. You guys will get a laugh out of some of these pages. Oh, Leanne DeProse, thank you. Leanne. Thanks, Laura. I love this. Isn't that pretty? The creativity on this is really great. Now, what I like too is, what Laura likes to do is she'll put the title of the book at the bottom of her page, and then she'll say compiled by Laura Kilgore. So you always know whose page you're coloring. Oh, too cute. Well, I'm a big supporter of artists, and that's why I like to invite in. Cute, cute, cute. And again, the thing that I like about Laura's book is the different style. So you're bound to find something that you're going to like. I'm sorry. Every time I see this one, it makes me laugh. This reminds me of Bennett Klein. I don't know why that does, but it just does. Yeah, and Maddie says she lives in wine country, Finger Lakes, New York. And guys, we've done, hello, Charlotte Beldock. So we've got everything from photographs. We'll be doing Johanna Basford shortly. And I'll be doing that, her book, over the next 30 days. So I've taught you guys how to do grayscale. Anybody that comes into this group, I teach you. I don't want you to be afraid of it. It's a beautiful, beautiful medium to work with. Love this one. This reminds me of the 50s. And that is a big glass of wine. So Laura does her own, she's done her own pictures and her own books. Look at this. So for those of you that like the grayscale line art a little bit more, oh, Charlotte is from your group Vivid Coloring. Cool. Welcome, Charlotte. Look at look at the detail, guys. Isn't this beautiful? So we've got the sharp grapes in the background, and then the grapes on here are diffused by the liquid. This would make an awesome, awesome coloring. We could do like a light pink on this one. All right. I love this one. It's sad, but hey. Rhonda, I could see, and Laura, I could see doing this in charcoal pencil. And I've taught charcoal as well. Beautiful, beautiful images, guys. So when you find a grayscale artist like this, oh, Charlotte just won the front cover from Zentangle Christmas book. Well, Charlotte, way to go. Cool beans. Oh, glitter on this dress, guys. And see, that's the thing. The grayscale is just so versatile. Tasty stuff, nobody's wine. Yummy. Okay. Don't be afraid of grayscale, guys. And if you're not sure how to do it, watch me in my group. I don't do all grayscale, obviously, but I do it and I teach it, and I'm here to answer questions. That's why I'm live. Look at this. So Charlotte, tell me what you like about Laura's books. And I saw this one and I thought that this was phenomenal as well. So this is the image without the glass. Beautiful. So for those of you that can relate to wine, this might be a book for you. Putty Tat. Hi Kathy, welcome. So different images here. There's a cutie. I love these little paws against the glass too. So Laura says, Maddie, I have Zen Women, Halloween Zentangle, and a new one, Zentangle Christmas, soon to be live on Amazon. You go, girl. Oh, and Laura, just to let you go, Matilda goes by Mattie, M-A-T-T-I-E. Love the food dishes. I think what I need to do, guys, is I need to do something like this with this liquid on it so you can see how it's going to look. This would look phenomenal in pinks. Beautiful images. And like I said, Laura is going to come back live and she will be on split screen with me. Love it. She will be on split screen with me and we're going to do a side-by-side duet coloring. So that'll be fun with that. And then you can see her style, you can see my style. And I love doing that with my artists. And again, these books are posted in the group for the affiliate link if you get excited. Charlotte says, I'll be drinking champagne and feeling no pain. Will a picture be posted for us to color along? We can ask Laura if she's willing to do that. There we go. This is pretty. Laura, does that sound feasible? That when you and I do our duet coloring, that you would be willing to share a picture for everybody else to color along? Love the owl. And then we got our cat. Stay tuned. We will be doing Johanna Basford. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I don't like to speak for artists, so Laura, don't feel obligated, but that would be really cool if we could post a picture for everybody to do. Love this. I love that style. I just do. So I'll be showing you the cover shortly. Guys, I can't say this enough. Laura does beautiful work. I ended up with a number of her books when she was with Life Escapes. And then I had the pleasure of meeting her. Kathy loves the cat. Okay. Here we go, wine tasting. And I'll show you the cover again of this. And her books are very reasonable. I think this one is, I think the two of them are $8.99. I'm guessing. This one tickles my fancy too. Well, and the other thing, Laura, is that depending on the images, my artist will ask for feedback from people, what they think about the books. So that's something that if you want that sort of thing, we can do that. So Charlotte says she's got a lot of the books. Laura, yeah, loves a cafe picture. And guys, they're whimsical and quirky and just fun. I love this style. This reminds me, this is going to sound weird, but remember that scarecrow that I did with the apples? And the hat was skewed? And we've got a really nice background to work for too. $8.79 on Amazon. Okay, and here's a neat little image. And again, guys, I posted this in the group, these books in the group. So all sorts of fun. And I love, love, love this one. This one would take a little while to do, but I think, oh, just gorgeous. So again, guys, the variety is there for you. And then we've got the blank page, and then we've got the images again of all the books that Laura has done. Let's see what we got here. And then this is her contact information. Oh, Laura says at her site store it's $10, but if you use the coupon code VIP2121 you get 50% off. Oh guys, go after it. So it would be $5 for you. How cool is that? And then again, and here are the images of the colorings that people have done for Laura on her back cover. There's our octopus. And this one, I meant to say, it reminds me of Hildy. You know those images that are up? I've done one, I've got to do another one, but this reminds me of Hildy for whatever reason. So guys, beautiful stuff. Okay, Laura. Oh, Kaz, if you do it, okay, Laura says it's only PDF. Alright, so just be aware of that. And Kaz, if you get it PDF, then you can get it in Australia. That would be the best way to go. Okay, Laura. So this is Wine Time Anytime, adult grayscale coloring book. 48 grayscale coloring pictures compiled by Laura Kilgore. So Laura, before I start Johanna Basford, is there anything that you'd like to just say in general to my group? Will you keep, let me ask you these questions. Will you keep doing coloring books? Is this something that you're doing full time? And that sort of thing. So we've got Wine Time Anytime. We have Angel Girl. And I just wanted you to meet Laura. Laura is a hoot to talk with. She says she gets nervous when she starts out, but then once you get her talking, she won't quit. Okay, so Laura says it's full-time for her. Okay. And Laura, how many books a year do you think you'll be putting out roughly? Any ideas on that? So these books are 100% through Laura. And if you like her work, I would suggest that you support her. Please support her. And now that Laura has been introduced to you and a member of our group and an artist, she's welcome to come in and just pop in when she's got something new to talk about. So Laura, real quick, how many books do you anticipate doing a year? I mean, any idea? And don't forget that she's got all those books. Okay, Laura says that she's doing 3 a month. That is a huge amount. You go, girl. Alright guys, well Laura, thank you so much for your time. And Laura and I are going to, yeah, that would be, well, no, 3 times 12, 36, Maddie. So that would be, did I do that right? No, 10. Oh, wait. Yeah, 12 times 3, 36. Is her projected schedule. Okay, Laura, don't be a stranger. And I will be getting together with her. Yep, she's got 48 and has been and was in business for a year. Yep. So she was previously with Life Escapes, and now she is an independent artist. And we are glad to have her here. Any questions? and look into her group Vivid Coloring here on Facebook. Okay? Alright, Laura, I think we're all set. Any closing comments you want to make before I go to Johanna Basford? Oh, you are most welcome. You don't have to retype that. I know what you meant. Well, like I said, Laura, don't be a stranger. And you have a good rest of the evening. Unless you want to stick around and watch my Laura Basford segment. I'm sorry, Johanna Basford. Ay, ay, ay. I've got your name on my mind. Oh, my. We are a funny bunch. Alright, both books are on the affiliate list, and I've also listed them in the group. Laura, take care. Go make some more coloring books. Alright. Good night, Laura. Alright, so welcome everybody to the 30 Days of Creativity. This is the Johanna Basford book. And what I've done is I've gone ahead and I have made a copy of the page that I'm going to worry. Oh, Charlotte, you're welcome to stay if you want. So I don't think I really need to do a flip through of the book because, yeah. I'm sure this has been done a bazillion times. And the reason that I thought that this would be a really neat project to do is because I want you guys to get used to marking your own coloring pages when you need to add something. So I read the introduction to you a while back already. We've got the habit tracker on here. And I'm just going to go ahead and start with number 1 here. Alright. So the main thing that I want to do here with these is walk you through how to color up on some of these images. So I went ahead and I made a copy of the page. You can work in your original book. You may have already worked in your original book, and this will just give you some additional ideas. But the main thing I want to show you here is different things that you can do with these things. So we're going to look at doodling here. That's exactly what we're doing. Think of it as doodling. Now, the other thing I'm going to be working on, zoom out, is I posted this picture in files. It's a freebie from Edwina McNamee. And so I'm going to get to the point now that I'm going to be doing an actual color along with you on things that I'm teaching. And I think that that will be really helpful to you. And then during my broadcast, I will also be working on other pictures that I'm doing. So you may or may not have this, but I'm going to show you the techniques. For example, last night I showed you how to shade clothing color, and I thought this was a pretty one, and I did the clovers for you too. which you guys seem to love, so that's good. All right, lots of stuff going on here. Zoom in. So the main thing that I want to get across to you guys is this. You don't have to be afraid of marking your book and drawing your own images. And what I like to do is I'll use a soft pencil do not press hard on it, and I want to show you how easy it is to make different shapes and to decorate your pieces. So if you have a coloring page that you run into a blank area like this, or it's not completed, I want you to have the confidence to go ahead and complete it yourself. Now what I do is I've got different pen thicknesses, and so if I have light lines on a page, for example, I'll use a very narrow pen when I go to ink it in. So let's go ahead and start up with a very simple doodle. And I'm going to put a flower on here. Zoom in. Zoom in. Zoom in. Alright. So if you want to go ahead and add a simple flower pattern, all you need to do is make your dot for your center, and make your oval. Now please feel free to follow along. So really what we've got here is a figure 8 if you think about it. Okay, I'm going to break everything down into different shapes. Now, if you want to leave just 3 like that, you can. Let's see how we want to do that. And then you can go ahead and simply draw, and I hope you're drawing with me, a line like this. So it's an expanded C. See how I'm doing that? And then we'll make a leaf there. And a little leaf there. See how straightforward and easy that is, guys? So make the top part of your 8, make your bottom part, and then make your partial circle to the right. And really, if that's the way you want to leave it, that's fine, but let's go ahead and add a little bit more. Is I'm going to go through and I'm going to put a curved line. And please work with me, guys. Now, if you want to go ahead and extend these lines a little more, you can. And again, I'm doing these with very light lines, very light pencil lines. Any questions or comments on that? So we've gone through and we've taken an open area here and put our little decoration on it. Now, I like to use my Pilot G6, and I use different weights. This is a 0.7. I have a 0.5. And I also have a micro pen. And this is a 0.28, and this happens to be a uniball. So because this line is light on the teacup, I'll go ahead and I'll use my lightest pen. So does anybody have any hesitation now about drawing this? Now, what I like to do when I'm doing this is I like to get my little gummy eraser, and I'm just very lightly going to erase it off. And that gets rid of a lot of the pencil mark. And the neat thing here is that because it's in pencil, you can always change what you've done with your pen. So there's my curvature for my sun. Here is my dot that I put in the center and my figure 8. And the key is take your time. I really hope you're following along, guys. And then I'm going to do my top here. And then I'll bring my line down all the way to bottom. Now try to make a continuous line, don't stop like I did. And then we'll go ahead and draw up a little leaf here. There you go. I absolutely, and again guys, if you have any hesitations, stop me. And that would be Vicky snoring. So now I'm going to go ahead and make my sun lines. And this is where I'm going to get a little bit stylized with this. And if you want to break up your lines like I did, that's fine. Check out how simple that is. Zoom out. Now I'm not going to erase anything yet. I've got to let that ink dry. But now we are set up to make a nice little coloring. zoom out, zoom out, zoom out. Anybody have any questions or comments or hesitations? Let me know. This is the time. Now, as long as you do this in pencil first, it doesn't really matter what you do, right? So let's go ahead and do another one here. Zoom in, zoom in, zoom in, zoom in. Here we go. So let's go ahead and add maybe a couple of tea bags on here. So what you're going to do is you're going to draw a line that way, zoom in, and again, I hope you're doing this with me. I want you, it's so important that you do this with me, guys. And then we'll angle out. And then we'll come straight down. And then we'll make the bottom here. And then I'm going to make a little smile right there. Alright. And I'll make a little curly line. And that can be in any direction that you want. Let me turn this. And let me know if I'm too close or too far. I want you to be able to see this. And guys, if you don't have this page, do it on a separate piece of paper. Okay. So now we're going to make a little tag here. Same thing, straight line, right? Angle out like you've fallen on the ice and your legs go out. Come straight down. Come over. Come back up. And if you want to, we can add a few dots to decorate the bag and the little handle. And actually, I think it's going to look better if I don't put the dots on my second piece. So see, this is where we can make our change. So again, if you don't have the book, make the images with me. I'm going to walk you through how to do each one. And that's the whole purpose of this. Now, I'm going to go ahead and make a little letter T. Let me show you on here. So I'm just going to make a little curve like this. And then a straight line. So just make a little hook, go over, straight line. Little hook, straight line. It looks better if you leave it open. That's not a good one there. Little hook, straight line. Okay. So, little hook, straight line. There you go. Kathy says, I don't have this book, but following along on paper. I just made a tea bag. Very cool. Yeah. Remember, I'm the girl who can't draw a stick figure. And Kaz, yeah, Laura says you can get your books on Amazon, or if you like PDF style, I have a website you can purchase from. Cool. Okay, so I want you guys to work with really simple, hi Ashley, shapes here. Now, let me go back to my first drawing here that I did for you. If you want to make something a little more involved, take your pencil and draw another little 8 inside of your flower. See how I did that? Hello, Harriet. Okay, so now we just made a little tea bag here. I love it. I love it. Harriet says something. Harriet, where the heck have you been? Doggone it. Now, the thing I want you guys to remember, and for those of you who just came in, I'm doing Johanna Basford, the 30 days. We're working on a teacup and different patterns. I know, you watch reruns. I still miss ya. Alright, let's make a little cupcake. And again, if you don't have this book, that's fine. Use a separate piece of paper. Like I said, I'm going to show you how to do a teacup. Alright, let's do a little cupcake. So we're going to do our bottom line here. And we're going to come out like this. Oh, Harriet says, miss everyone too, just popped in to say hi, I'm painting, and now I have a big cleanup. Okay. And then we're going to do a little tiger tooth across the top. Like a zipper. Hello, Quassam Jan Masafar. Did I pronounce that correctly? Kwasam. Kwasam. Yeah. Hi, Kwasam. And then I'm going to draw in my lines for my paper cup. And then I'm going to, yeah, something's going on with the sound tonight, Harriet, so I had to take the background down. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to add some swirls on here. So just follow along what I'm doing here. And notice I'm just getting narrower and narrower from side to side. There you go. Now you've got a little cupcake. Now, I started it a little bit high, my mistake, so I'm going to put little dots on here. This is how you fix something like that. And I'm going to add some little dots down here. So you see, it's very, very easy to fix a boo-boo. Any questions about that? Now let me go back here to my first one where I added the extra petals on the flower. I'm going to hit that with my eraser just to lighten it up. And then I'm going to use my pen see that, how we've got a fancy flower now. And again, guys, I hope you're drawing along with me. I want you to practice this. Zoom out. Zoom out. What do you think? I want to get you guys very, very comfortable with your pen work. Zoom in. Zoom in. Zoom in. So let's go ahead and lighten up our tea bag. Okay, Maddie, I'm sorry you're not feeling very good tonight. And then we're going to draw. I'm just drawing over what I put on before. Put my little dots on there. And again, if you don't have the book, please do this on plain paper, guys. So now I'm going to go ahead and add my little swirly And then I'm going to put my straight line, angle out, down, down, connect the corners, and then I'm going to put my little T on there. I want you guys to feel really comfortable in doing these sketches. Now, if you're doing this for the first time, practice. And don't expect perfection the first time through, okay? So let's go ahead and ink in my cupcake. Horizontal line, 2 lines going out this way, zipper teeth, then I'm going to connect some of those zipper teeth with the bottom. And then I'm going to start my layers of whatever our cupcake is. So we come out, go over, go in, and then narrow up a little bit, come up, go over, come in, go up, go over, come in, go up, come over, go in. Be sure to round your corners. I got a little square there. There you go. And then I'm going to put my little dots on here for decoration. Now if you want, you can do, if you're coloring this, you could do rhinestones on here. That would be cool. Zoom out. Zoom out. Now, I'm going to go back to my first one here and I'm going to clean off my pencil. And this is where your picture is really going to shine. Because that gray is off of there and it's going to show up everything now that you drew. There you go. Isn't that cool? And then I'm going to erase. And for gosh sake, make sure that your ink is dry. And then I'm going to gently erase on this guy. There you go. Now let's take this a step further here. Is let's go ahead and dunk a tea bag in this. So if we make the tea bag, so you make your line, you come in, excuse me, wrong direction. Made a boo-boo. So here's my top. Zoom in. And we're going to come out come out. But wait, there's more. Hi, Sherry. Come straight down. Come straight down. Make the bottom. Make our little U. Put our little dots on here. Make our line, and then do the same thing again, right? Line, come out, straight down, and there's our little tag. And we'll put a little T on there. Did I lose anybody? All right, let's play with another shape. And by the way, if you want to go ahead and play some more with this, you can add some steam lines on there. So here's the point of all this, guys. I want you guys to be comfortable with your little doodles and your little sketches so that when you're coloring in your books, you can go ahead and add things. Now, let me go down to this cup. It's going to be your center cup. Zoom out. I'm sorry, center line, your cup on your right. And the easiest way to do sketching like this is to break your piece down into shapes. So right now, if I'm going to do this cup, I see this line, and then two of them that go in together like that. Now, what I recommend is if you're drawing this for the first time, don't try and draw it this size. Draw it a little bit smaller. So I'm going to draw this line. We'll come down. We'll come down. Do my bottom line. Zoom in, and then let's do that handle. We're going to come out, straight down, and then come in a little wobbly. So we'll come out, straight down, come in a little wobbly. And by wobbly, I mean curved. Let me fix that. I don't like it. There you go. And then we can go ahead and put our little pattern on here. So there's a wavy line. And guys, I hope you're following with me either on a plain piece of paper or in Johanna's book. And then we've got some flag decorations on here. Good night, Moggy. And then if you want to, go ahead and put in a couple of hearts. And I'm still not happy with the bottom of that handle. Hold on. There we go. So let's go ahead and do a cup with, oh, you're still there with saying goodnight to Maddie. Maggie says I'm having too much fun to go to bed now. Okay. All right, let's put some tulips on this cup. How about that? So what we're going to do is we're going to make a long U, and then I'll put another one right there. And then we're going to make a little smiley face right there. Zoom in. And then we're going to make a frowny face right here. You guys can see where I'm going with this, right? And then I'm going to take a simple line and go down to the bottom of my cup. And then I'm going to take another line and go down to the bottom of this cup there. Now, the trick, by the way, guys, is go real slow when you're doing this. Don't try to go fast, and don't expect perfection the first time. I mean, you saw me with the handle, right? And then we're going to take a line and come up like this, and then we're going to come back down like that. Now I want that to be just a little more pointed. And then we're going to take another one and go up, make a point, and come back down. And then we'll come up and go down like that. Okay? Let's go and add a couple more. It's almost like you're making like little swan beaks. There you go. See? So make your little swan beak at the top and then come down. There. This is why we do pencil. Zoom out. Zoom out. Good night, Wanda. And then Johanna likes to do little simple things like add dots. And it just makes for an interesting piece. Now, if you want to, you can go ahead and add a little more to your drawing. We can put a line up the center. We can add 2 or 3 lines at the base of the tulip. Questions, comments? All right, let me grab a little water. Let's go ahead and add some pencils to the design. So I'm still going to use my paper towel because I want my piece to stay clean. So I'm going to draw my first line here. And I don't want you guys getting fussy about making sure that they're not wiggly or parallel or whatever. This is hand drawn, right? And we'll go ahead and put the pencil there, the tip. And then we'll draw our line down the center. Then we can have another one here behind it. And we'll close that off and then make a little rocket snow cone. I'm sorry, a rocket tip on there. Any questions so far? Let's see what we want to do here. We can do one right next to this one. And remember, we're doing these in pencil, right? see. Look at that. Hi, Roberta. Questions or comments about that? All you're doing, guys, when you do this, is you're doing a rectangular box, right? And you're putting a little rocket point on the top, and then you're drawing a line. Boom, you got your pencil. Okay, I'm going to erase that one. And remember, all of these then are going to be inked in, right? I just want to show you. Well, good to see you, Roberta. You can watch this video from the beginning, or this broadcast from the beginning when it goes to video. Okay, so I'm going to draw some leaves on a vine. And really what we're going to make is almost like teardrops. You see that? And then we're going to have a little leaf coming out from each side. Roberta, always good to see you, sweetie. I'm sorry, I don't mean to keep turning you, but I'm going to be doing something with this. So we'll make a little teardrop, right? Like that. We're going to put our curve down the center. And then we're going to make our little leaves with a point on the outside. Can I see the pencil one again? Sure. Now you guys don't have to draw in the exact same directions that I did. The only thing that you have to make sure is that you get your overlapping correctly. So if you have to draw the two lines through it and then erase this to make it look like this is in the background, that's fine. Did you get everything that you need, Kaz? Okay. So now I'm going to turn my page, and you'll see where this is going in a moment. So I'm going to make my little teardrop. See it? There you go. That's all you got to do. and put a little curve line on there. Boom, you got a leaf. And then you come out to a point, come back. Go out, come out to a point, go back. And again, this will make sense in a moment. So just practice making those little teardrops. And then I'm going to draw a line through here. Now I want you to notice that I'm not drawing the line to the tip of the teardrop, but I am coming out at the base of each one. Okay, now hang with me here. I'm going to turn you again. I think we need another bud. And if something that confuses you or gets in your way, erase it and you can put it back in again. So make your little teardrop, put your little swishy line in there, and then come out and do your little petal thing. Good night, Kathy. Okay, now, and I'm going to be doing our coloring. Did you guys download your picture that I set up for you? Then what I'm going to do is go through and make our little dots. And it's so amazing how those little dots just, I don't know what it is. Okay, Rhonda's got hers, good. Okay, now I'm going to ink this one in. I haven't been inking in the other ones, but this is where I just take my gummy eraser and then I'm going to take my pen. This is my Narrows pen. And we're going to go ahead and ink it. And this is the place that you can make any changes that you want. You don't have to follow your pencil line exactly. So if you think you made a boo-boo, this is where you can fix it. Boy, we had a lot going on tonight, didn't we? I told you we would. Laura was here, and I went through her books. And now I'm going through Johanna Basford's 30 Days. Oh, forgot to put my little center line here. And then I'm going to go through and just draw my little vine line. And again, remember, you don't want your vine line coming into the tip of your greenery, otherwise it's going to look funny. Oh man, look how cool that looks, guys. And then I'm going to go ahead and add my dots. Anybody have any questions or comments about what I'm doing for you tonight? So my goal is to take Johanna's book and expand on it by showing you how to do these things. And walking you through it. That's why it's so important that you do it with me. Okay? Alright, let me pop over to the pencils for a second. I've got to let the little buds dry. Now, you can go through and color these if you want to. Alright, let me clean this off. And remember, after the ink dries, I'm going to go through and remove the pencil again, and that's really going to make your piece look cool. Alright, zoom in. So I'm going to make my first little rocket here. And I'm going to make my line across the top. Ooh, Sherry got a new set of Black Widow pencils. Yay! And then I'm going to make my little rocket head right here. And then I'm going to run my line down. You can put in a couple of dots if you want. Then my second pencil, I'm going to put up that way. Close off the top. Make my little rocket. And then my third one. Now, if you want to make your little rocket first, your upside down V, and then come down, that's fine. Sherry, I'm happy for you that you got your pencils. Now just figure out where your pencils are going to show through. Close off your line. Make your rocket point. Zoom out. How cool does that look? And then you're ready to color your mug. Alright, so let's clean off our little greenery that we drew. And then, just to show you, let me turn this. How this is going to look. The pen that I'm using, this particular pen, because of the lightweight of the lines, Maggie, is a Signo 0.28. Can you see that? There you go. .05 would probably work. That's very narrow. You're welcome, Maggie. Zoom in. Alright, so I just want to show you this now. If you were coloring this piece, how it's going to look. And I want you guys to see that this is something that you created. Now, if you want to get some ideas as to how to sketch something, you can go online and look for black and white line art drawings and emulate those. Oh my gosh, guys, doesn't it look cute? And then I'm going to take a little light pink. Zoom out. Alright, so are you guys with me on seeing how it's not hard to do this stuff? And then I would color, you can color the cup something else. Zoom out. Zoom out. Questions, comments? Alright, that is our first of 30 days of coloring out of Johanna Basford's book. Not hard. And Zoom out. In her book, she's got a lot of little shapes and decorations that you can emulate. Look, zoom in, zoom in, zoom in. You could do that kite. You see how to do that kite? And then a little squiggle. You just make a little box here. Zoom out. Zoom out. This is Johanna Basford's 30 Days of Creativity. And I'm taking her lessons and I'm taking them a step further. Zoom out. And if you go into the group, I've got this in our actual group. I have got this book listed with the affiliate link if you decide to pick it up. All right. Anybody have any questions or comments? I did I did 6 drawings for you. And look, you see this one here? If you can make a square and put your handle on it, you've got your drawing surface. So if you guys really appreciate what I'm doing for you, I'd like you to post what you've done tonight with me. Okay? All right. Let's do a color along here. This picture is in the Files segment under Duet ILene, or ILene Duet, one of the two. This is a freebie from Edwina McNamee. And I'd like you to color along with me. That's the whole idea. Now, don't worry about not having the exact same pencils. I've talked about this before. Just use the general color that I'm using. So for example, if I'm doing pink, get your pinks out. I don't need anybody fussing about that they don't have the same brand that I do. Okay? I've got a ton of these. Alright, so I'm going to work with pinks. I'm going to work a light, medium, and dark pink. I'm going to start on the bellflowers here. Let's see what I got here. Alright. And the first one that I'm going to use is a Tandoori Spice, which is my darkest pink. Zoom in. Again, this drawing is in the files. And we're going to go ahead and put our darkest color up at the top and the bottom. Well, let me decide about the bottom. Hold on, I may do a gradated color. Okay, zoom in. Zoom in. All right. Then I'm using my medium pink. Which happens to be Geranium by Brett Funner 520. Summertime. Summer, summer, summertime. And again, make sure that your colors bridge, okay? Meaning that they'll blend from one to the other. And then I'm going to use my light pink, which happens to be a Brett Funner 086. Now I'm going to go back here and just make sure that my darkest color blends a little bit better here. So sometimes what you have to do is when you're doing your light, your medium to your dark, is go back with your dark and also work on that bridge point. Okay. All right. And then my light. How pretty is that? Now, the whole key, guys, here is your blending. Zoom in. Zoom in. Now I'm going to bring my pink down a little bit further on the right. That's my medium. And then I'm going to fill in my light from that point on. Now the whole idea of this is it doesn't matter what shades of pink that you use. Just make sure that they're light, medium, and dark, and make sure that they're going to bridge correctly. So this one I'm going to bring down a little bit further. What I'm going to be looking for when you post your colorings is your blending. So that's the whole point of this. So there's my dark. I back blend my medium onto my dark and then come down with it. and then my light. And notice how smooth everything looks. Can you guys see that? So I'm really going to be working on technique with you guys tonight with this. Well, tonight and our subsequent meetings. If I'm going too fast, catch up with me. Just let me know. Oops, wrong pencil. Yowza. And again, for those of you just joining me, this picture is in the announcement areas, the files. There's my dark. Here's my medium. And then my light. Now, remember guys, this dark, medium, light is in relation to each other, right? So it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to have a light pencil. They just have to be dark, medium, and light in relationship or in relation to each other. Now I'm going to go back and bump up my brown or my darkest color a little bit more. Okay, zoom out, zoom out. Let's take a look at this. All right, you can already see that this is going to be a very colorful piece. All right. And my point broke. Hold on. Excuse my arm. Zoom in. Zoom in. Now, don't forget to vary the distance that your dark goes down or where it goes down. So, see how I'm bringing that down a little further right there? You don't want your pieces, your bells, to be carbon copies of each other. So there's my dark. Here's my medium. Brush that. And here's my light. How pretty is that? Okay. Now, if you'll notice, the artist has the lines on the tops of these in varied patterns. So, if that helps you to follow those, have at it. Okay, so there's my dark. Back blend a little bit to make sure that transition looks natural. My medium. And my light. And then a little cleanup here. Can you guys see how pretty your pieces are looking if you're following along with me? All right. Excuse me. Let me check something real quick. Yeah, this drawing is in albums, and you can get it for yourself so you can follow along. Okay. Zoom in. There's our medium. And our light. Now, I'm just going to, again, go back over my dark a little bit just to blend that in. And I can't say this enough, that if you feel that you need to go over something, absolutely nothing wrong with that. All right, let me sharpen here. Boy, we had a busy night tonight, didn't we? I hope you guys enjoyed listening to Laura, or talking with Laura. Nice lady. Okay, so here's my, I'm going to bring that down just a little more on the left for the variety of the piece. Then my medium, back blended, of course. Is everybody clear on what I mean by back blended? It means I'm coloring back into the previous color. Oh, how pretty is this? Zoom out. Zoom out. Zoom out. There you be. Okay. Now I want you to pick out a yellow and a gold color. Zoom in. Zoom in. Hold on, guys, let me check something here. All right, I'm going to use a maize color, M-A-I-Z-E, Brett Funner 520. Zoom in. Zoom in. And I'm going to go ahead and color this section here. Now, when I'm coloring something, you might want to wait a second to see what I'm going to do, and then go ahead and color it yourself. And then I'm going to take my gold, which happens to be a beeswax, also a 520. And that's going to go right on top of this yellow. And I figured out why my sound was so loud earlier. I accidentally left my microphone by my player. And it was picking it up. Okay, so here's my yellow. Zoom out. And now I'm tamping it with the gold. Isn't that pretty? So my yellow first. And then putting the gold on it. There we go. So remember, when you have a color, let's say you wanted to make the bottom of these bells yellow, like I am, but you realize or feel that that yellow is too bright. Maybe you picked up something you didn't intend. Then that's where you go ahead and you tamp it down with, for example, a gold or a brown. All right, let's get this last one done here. So that's just a technique for you to fix that. Nothing exotic. And again, you can tamp it down with a gold or a light brown. Just experiment experiment on a sheet of paper. Zoom out. Okay, Kaz, I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. Zoom out. Here's how we look so far. All right. Now you want a pale pink, Light pink, pale pink. Not to be confused with Pale Rider. I am so funny. See, even the birds agree with me. Zoom in. Zoom in. This is a Zenicolor CP082 light pink. And I'm going to color these little danglies with it. But you know I'm not just going to leave it like that, right? That is so flat looking with just that one color. Oh, Ashley, now you know that that doesn't matter if you don't have the pencils, right? I don't want anybody to get hung up on that. It's not necessary. Now remember, twist your pencils, right? When you pick it up, you do a slight turn in your hand. And that keeps your point sharp for when you're doing little teeny tiny spaces like this. Yeah, I know you're playing, Sherry, brat. Sherry says, I'm playing, I have way too many pencils, girlfriend. Yeah, me too. Maybe not as many as you do, but I'm up there. Well, at least I know that my microphone is working. Like I said, I've got a lapel microphone and I laid it down next to my sound effects source, and that's why it was blasting you guys. And I was so excited about having Laura here that it didn't dawn on me what the problem was. I didn't have it clipped to me. That'll teach me. Okay. Zoom out. Zoom out. You thought the birds were after me. Entirely possible. That's funny, actually. Okay, now I'm going to take, let's see here. I'm going to take my medium pink that I was just using and a lot of you should know already what I'm going to be doing with this. Zoom in, zoom in. Yeah, I was just now tracing the end of my cord and realizing it wasn't going up to my shirt. Zoom in. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to add one line. I'm going to go down and come back up of pink, the darker pink, right? Because we want that duality to show up. And I'm staying near the edge. Everybody see how I'm doing that? It never even occurred to me that I didn't have my microphone clipped on. So again, I'm just going up one side here. Zoom out. Zoom out. And that's how these flowers are going to look now. So right now they're basically in your face. I missed one. No, I didn't. Okay, so our little butterfly or whatever this thing is here is holding one, so that's different. All right. That's good. Okay, so now I want you to grab your greens, your light, medium, and dark. And again, I'm not, you know, that's your choice. Yeah, like I said, I could not figure out for the life of me what had changed. I thought, what is going on here? Okay, so grab a dark, medium, and light green of your choice. And I'm going to work on these leaves. Now, right now, this thing looks really wonky. I'm going to start with my dark green. Zoom in. Zoom in. Zoom in. All right. So are you guys enjoying this color along? So here's my dark green of my point that's breaking. And let me do this. I'm going to do a different leaf because I want to show you on one where I've got a full view of one instead of hidden. Alright, so we're going to go with the dark at the top and the bottom. Remember to keep your edges ragged. Then I'm going to go with my medium. And then I'm going to go with my light. And if you need to adjust a little bit, go ahead and adjust. Isn't that pretty? ILene, where am I in the picture? Zoom out. Zoom out. I'm sorry, I didn't tell you. Zoom out. Zoom out. I'm at the top above my flowers that I just did. Zoom in. Zoom in. Okay, so that's what I'm doing on the leaves. Nothing complex. Well, darn it, unless your point keeps breaking. Did that help you, Rhonda? And when you get to a smaller leaf, just do smaller portions. So there's my dark, there's my medium, here's my light. Alright, let me pop over to my leaves. Now, I'm going to go to the very left of my little buglet here. And these are partial leaves right here. So I'm still on the same leaves. I'm just over on the side. Here's my dark. Medium. and my light. Dark, medium, light, now my dark just goes into medium right here because I've run out of room. There we go. Wanda, are you acclimated? Rhonda, excuse me. There's my dark. Medium. And I hope that you guys are already seeing how beautiful this is looking. Okay, let's see what we got here. All right, and now I'm just going to move up, moving on up to the big time in the sky. Now remember to vary the sizes of your dark, medium, and light. So notice right here when I'm on camera how I'm bringing this dark down a little more. And my point's going to break again. And my medium, back blended into my dark, of course, a little bit, and then my light. All right. And look how pretty this is turning out, guys. Isn't that pretty? Brush that off. I think you're going to like how this is turning out. right, let me turn you around here. Anybody have any questions about what I'm doing at all? And again, guys, I'm going to ask you the favor of posting this so other people can see what we're doing. Please tag me. And you know what, guys? When I'm doing something like this, I just really enjoy it for the thrill of seeing how this is turning out. Because as you're coloring, it's constantly changing the picture. And it's really starting to bring everything together. But as I always say, if you start to get bored with what you're doing, you need to move on to something else. Okay. Notice on this leaf that I'm doing right now, I just did just about just the tip in the darkest color. And you can do that. Play with it. You can come up the sides a little bit, like I showed you. Play, play, play. Experiment with what you're coloring, guys. Okay? Alright, we've got 6 more of these to do. I love color alongs with you. I made a copy for Ginny and she will watch tomorrow. Good. I'm glad you got a copy for her. Alright, so our dark and our medium and our light. And I want you to see when I'm doing this, how gorgeous this is starting to turn out. And again, guys, don't forget to vary the distances on your green. And that way you're going to have a really cool looking piece. All right, this is pretty small, so we're going to just touch that. So Rhonda says, Ginny finished her horse picture. I saw that, and she was so proud of the results. Big improvement for her. She loves it. Yeah, she did a really good job. Okay, one more, and then you're going to be able to see how ridiculously pretty this looks. How is Ginny doing with her foot, Rhonda? Okay, now on this last leaf I want to show you something. If you want to take your dark color almost all the way across the top, do you see that? Zoom in. It's just something a little bit different to do with your leaves. And then I'm going to run the medium down here. And then I'm going to color over with my light. And notice how coloring over with the light blends in everything. Okay, let's take a look. Zoom out. Surgery December 1st. Okay. Just remind me, Rhonda, please. Zoom out. Look at that. Zoom out. So what do you think? I hope you guys can see this coming to life. And I want you to sit back and look at the accomplishment that you did. I missed a leaf. Hang with me. Zoom in. Zoom in. Zoom in. Okay. Right behind, look at this. Right behind our little buglet here, you see the tip? Excuse me. So I'm doing the dark on the tip. And right there, make sure you've got a sharp point. And then I'm going to bring my medium color in just a little bit. Teeny tiny amount of medium. And then I'm going to hit it with my dull light. Hold on. I want you guys to see this, that you can create this yourself. Now, normally I would tell you, remember how I've always told you when there's something is breaking the plane of your color, is to bring that color forward? That would not work right now on this, because this portion here is so big. So that's why I went right into my medium and then my light. I was waiting for one of you guys to call me on that. Zoom out. All right, now we got her, and that looks a lot better. Zoom out. All right, do you guys feel accomplished right now? Zoom out. So do me a favor, please. Post what you've colored. Even if you haven't gotten as far, that's fine, no biggie. And I also would appreciate it if you would post your sketches that I did for you with Johanna Basford. Now, don't tell me, oh no, they're not good enough, yada, yada, yada. If you're doing this first time, you're not going to have it perfectly done. But that's where practice comes in, okay? Oh, Cass says this was so much fun. And again, thank you for making Laura feel so welcome. I loved having her in. She does beautiful work. All right, guys, I'm calling it an evening. I'll be on here same time, same place. I will be continuing with Johanna Basford. Do we color the sketches in? Cass, if you want to color in your sketches, have at it. That would be fine. Just explain what you're doing in your post so other people know that I'm doing this with you. Don't forget to get your copy here so you can color along with me. And we'll be on schedule tomorrow night. The first part of the broadcast will be Johanna. The second part will be this. And then the third part will be my general coloring that I'm doing of my gnomes. So, lots going on. Boy, you guys are really making me work. All right, guys. This is ILene Vick for Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. Excuse me. Guys, joyous, joyous coloring. Yeah, you can post both pictures side by side. Just add the second picture. Love you guys. Love on each other, please. That's what we're known for. Zoom in. Zoom in. Zoom in. And I will see you tomorrow night, same time, same place. And we will continue to have fun. Please share this broadcast. If you had a lot of fun, tell your friends, guys. Kaz, I'm absolutely delighted you could join us. So now you know it's 12 noon your time. All right, guys. You take care. See you tomorrow night. Bye.